Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. If you're watching this update on any other day, happy day to you. Your weekend update is being brought to you today by me in recognition of International Women's Month. So ladies out there, for the homes you keep, for the workplaces that you impact, for the communities you serve, continue to let your light shine. We couldn't do it without you. I will end with these great parting words. Rock on, ladies. All right, Sam fam, let's jump into our weekend update. If you have been watching some of Donnie's updates over the last couple of weeks, you will see that a couple of weeks ago, we had a little bit of an uptick, just shy of 40% uptick in our new listings. This past week, we put on 105 new listings with 41 coming soon. That is a little flat week over week from last week when he did the update. So 105 new listings, 41 coming soon. We put 156 under contract. So you can see that was a little flat. Last week was 150. So guys, we are steady right now, just steady Eddie, and we're hoping that a little bit more inventory is going to come over the next couple of weeks as we enter into the spring market. You guys are probably starting spring sports, and as soon as Mother Nature figures out what she's doing with her bipolar self, we will figure out what the weather is going to be like, which season we're going to be in, and hopefully spring will start springing for us. Last week's top individual performers by volume, congratulations, John McCambridge, Dilyara Dominova, Tony Liu, Andrea Perez Del Castillo, and Haley Sterling. Congratulations, you guys, and individual performers by number of transactions. Again, John McCambridge, Dilyara Dominova, Andrea Perez Del Castillo, Victoria Zhao, and Yahweh Wang. Congratulations, you guys, on a great week. Last week's teams by volume, Shepherd Homes Group, the One Street Company, Uncle Casey Sampson Team, Agent for the People, and the Redstone Group. Congratulations. And if you look at the team performers by number of transactions, coming on again, the One Street Company, Shepherd Homes Group, Uncle Casey Sampson Team, Agent for the People, and the Redstone Group. Congratulations, you guys. Super awesome performance. Coming up this week, we are going to be at the Hartford County Trade Show. If you're going to be in the area up there on the 14th, stop in and see Donnie and crew as they are taking that market by storm. You can see there's a little bit of a superhero kind of mantra going on there. We did try to talk Donnie into dressing as Batman. He wasn't game for it, so he's just going to go as his regular self. Batman would have been much more interesting. But stop in, say hello to that crew, give them a big support at the Hartford County Trade Show. We were in Bowie this past week at our sales meeting. We had a great turnout. We had overflow space going on down the hallways and in the lobby. They were streaming the sales meeting. Great time up there visiting Carl and crew. And then we had a great lunch and learn after. So we've had a lot of great activity this week and leading into next week as well. On Wednesday, join us in Stafford. We're going to go down and see Rich and crew and have a Stafford sales meeting, which is going to be on the 15th of March. That's going to be our last sales meeting for March. Donnie is going to do a lunch and learn right behind it at the St. Augustine Golf Club. So if you know anybody in that area who is a friend that has a real estate license and wants to learn more about Sampson Properties, we would love to have them come and join us for the St. Augustine Stafford Lunch and Learn on the 15th from 12 to 2:30. Have them go to joinsamson.com and register to attend that lunch and learn. Last lunch and learn of March, Donnie is going to be out at Eddie Merlot's in One Loudon on March 29th at 12 o'clock. That's his favorite restaurant. I might have to go just to try their desserts. For those of you that know, I do like to go and just get me a little chocolate here and there and then head out and let him do all the talking. But he will be out there for anybody that wants to be out in that area. If you know some Loudoun County agents that are interested in learning more, again, joinsamson.com. They can register to attend. So Donnie and his lovely wife Meredith are going to be with Carl and crew up at the PG Car Gala Awards. They are going to be held on the 30th of March on Thursday at 6 p.m. and they are going to be doing a great celebration of all of the production for our agents in that PG Car Association and market. So if you are interested in that and you are winning an award that night for production, reach out to Carl. Donnie has secured a couple of tables, if not 3 already, and they will be up there celebrating you throughout the night. So reach out to him and he can give you some more details on that. Oh, super exciting. So we launched this a couple of sales meetings ago. This is our Northern Virginia market share report. So when you're looking at this graph, you can see that wonderful, big, bold blue line running straight up the middle. That is Sampson Properties' just constant, consistent market share growth since 2015 to current 2023. It is just literally a hockey stick growth, and that is all because of you and the wonderful agents that you're referring and the continued growth and success of our company with the tools and the resources that you are taking advantage of to grow your business. You can see that the rest of those companies out there are literally just flat, and some unfortunately have the downward, I don't know what the inverse of the hockey stick is, the upside down hockey stick, going in the opposite direction. That is not great. So you can see the strength of our company, the growth of our company through the years in that model, and it's a wonderful chart for you to share on social media to let people know that you are in fact, hey, I'm a real estate agent, look at what my company's doing. That you can put it in your marketing materials, you can put it in your listing presentations to show the strength of the company that you work behind. So that is a great graph to use. We also did the total sales volume for 2022. This chart came out. Look at that, folks. Sampson Properties selling over 8,000 units in Northern Virginia. And again, this is the total sales chart for all of our different areas. This one particular, 8,000 units. We've got all the rest of the companies behind us, really big names, and we just blew them out of the water. So rock on, you guys. You're selling houses every day, and it's showing year after year and year. PG County, we just launched that graph. That's also on the Nest. I don't think I have that here, but that one also shows #1 market share in units going forward in sales with PG County. That's a great graph to use for our folks up there, and we're continuing to run those graphs and run that market data, and as we do that and we put them in graph format for you to use, we will throw them up on the Cardinal Nest and give you a quick message that they're there so you can go pull them off for your area because you want to customize that data into the areas you serve. So quick note on our print center. Most of you know we changed over to our storefront Sampson Print Shop months and months and months ago. You've been taking classes. Melissa did some videos online on Sampson University. She has taught workshops. Thomas is out in the field teaching workshops on how to use Sampson Properties Print Center, e-commerce storefront. So now it's time. April 1st is our cutoff. You have to use the Print Center storefront to put in your orders into the print shop. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we have so much growth in our print center. You guys are taking wonderful advantage of it, and that's great because it's growing your business. But we also have to have the pieces in such a way that they will flow through our print center's machines and not create an environment where all of our print center guys have to continue to rework the designs and resize and reformat and things get cut and they don't look great or whatever. The system automatically gives you templates that you can drag and drop and play with and put content in and put pictures in. It will give you a really easy to use system to make your own brochures and postcards in a pay-as-you-go like format. So think you're ordering something on Amazon or you're designing something on Shutterfly. It's that same concept. Now, we can't accept them via email after April 1st. All of those are going to have to go up through the Cardinal Nest, through the print shop, through that storefront. So if you have any questions, I'm going to send out an email later today with the links for all that training, but it will be all the training, all of the resources are in the calendar as far as the new classes coming up. We've got plenty of different resources there for you to watch those trainings and learn how to use those. So April 1st, no more emails, guys. So make sure you jump into one of those trainings. Do not wait till the last minute, please, and say, I don't know how to use it and I need this printed today. You've got to go through the system because we're cutting off that external access. So please, 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 those guys are ready to help you. So guys, we've talked a couple of times about we have narrowed down our focus on our Facebook pages to the Sampson Properties agent page. Remember, we had two and everybody was using them for the same thing, so we put it back into one. The Sampson Properties agent group is the group that you want to use for agent discussions. What do I do here? Does anybody know a waterproofer? What about this coming soon that I've got? I have a buyer need here. You can use that for all of your different discussions within Facebook. So agent group, Sampson Properties agent group, join it. Please answer the questions. Please tell them what your name is on the Nest, and please make sure you have a profile on the Nest. Please put your picture on the Nest. Please answer the questions about who the broker is. Our social media team is back there, and our marketing team making sure that everyone in that group is actually a Sampson Properties agent. You have to be. We are not allowed to list coming soons in any forum that's not an intra-company restricted to our Sampson agents. So we have to make sure our Sampson agents are the ones in those groups. So please answer those questions just to make their lives a little bit easier. We also have a ton of groups that we've launched for what's happening in your marketplace. Is your office doing a paint and sip? Is your local community, your local Little League going to the World Series? What's going on in your community? You can see the QR codes on the screen here that are different groups that we've made so far. I encourage you to join the ones near you just so that you have a little bit more information about what's happening near you. And you can stay in the know. And of course, our main profile is there as well for Sampson Properties, and you can see all of that that's happening with the company. We post a ton of things company-wide, not just for our market brand recognition, but also for what's happening in our company so that our agents can see it. And you can also take those posts, share them on your own social media, and then that way you've got some content that you can use. Sky Slope update that we've launched a couple of times. We have loaded, thank you Stephanie Burke for your constant beating on Sky Slope. They have finally loaded the broker role into a role on Sky Slope. So when you go in, as you can see on the screen, you're going to create your client file. When you're adding your people, you're adding your buyer, you're adding your seller. Now you can add your broker. It's a role in the description area of broker. So buyer agents, your escrow agents, all that stuff, but you put broker. You're going to add that broker to the second signing group because your broker's not going to sign your buying agreements and your listing agreements until after your clients sign. So your clients are going to be in that first group, and then your broker's going to be in that second group, and they'll sign it. So that way you don't have to drop text boxes anymore. It's going to save you a little bit of time, be a little bit more efficient in your contract writing. So that's coming. We've got tons of new classes that we've added on Sampson University. The video production team are cranking out some of those videos that we've been filming over the last couple of months and editing those to get them up. This week we loaded Rentals A to Z with Steve LaFave. Guys, if you've never watched the Rentals class, it's all things rental for Nova, for Virginia contracts. So again, Maryland guys, we'll have one coming for you as well. This one is primarily for Virginia. Lynn did a Sampson Success Series, how to be a vendor at a trade show. A lot of us like to do different things and go try different things. I've seen some of you do wine shows and bridal shows and home and garden shows. That class shows you a lot about what you need to know and how to do that. And then Jay did a wonderful class on working with appraisers and what they need and what they want and how to make your appraisals go, especially in a market where things are fluctuating like they are. You know, you don't think you have appraisal issues, but sometimes you do. And being able to be fluent in how you're working with them goes a long way in helping you get your value. So Jay did a great class there. We've got a bunch more they're working on, and we'll keep updating you every week and as we add new classes. We've got our resource refresher coming up. Remember, your resource refresher is your deep dive into Sky Slope and KV Core. We've got workshops coming up all over the place. Chantilly next week. We've got the first week of April. We're in DC, Arlington, Columbia. Again, you do not have to be in the local office where that class is taught. It just needs to be convenient for you that day, that it's convenient for you to go sit in that class. All of those dates are on the Cardinal Nest, so you can take a look at those. Please do RSVP. They want to make sure they have enough materials and food for you. There's usually food, so RSVP so they know what to bring. But you can see we've built those out through the end of June there for you, so you can plan your calendar around that. Again, that's the hands-on workshop to teach you how to use KV Core and Sky Slope. Great hands-on class for you to get into. We have our marketing days. Our marketing days coming up are Lake Ridge next week, and then the last week of the month we're going to be in Waldorf, so if you're around those areas. Our marketing days are branding classes, the print center. They're teaching you how to use that print marketing material, how to use it, how to get it to the print center. They're teaching you how to do social media campaigns, what it should look like, what are the strategies and theories behind it, and then also how to build Canva. So those are great days as well. Keep an eye out for those. Most of them also have headshots attached to them. They fill up very quickly. And again, guys, if you are signing up for headshots, please, please, please make sure that you are going to be there that day. I get that, look, we laughed this morning, clothes fall in the mud, you have a bad hair day because it's raining. We all know those things, but they are taking spots away from other agents that want those headshots as well if you don't show up. So please, please, please show up when you sign up and you RSVP to go there. All right, coming up also, agent orientations. Agent orientations are the main overview of all things Sampson. All of our tools, all of our resources, all of our people. So we have them several times a week. We spread them out throughout our footprint. Our great agent service team comes out and does those to really help handhold you through all the different tools and resources that we have, who to get into further contact with if you need a deeper dive in a subject area, but just really how to take the things that we offer you for free here at Sampson and how to integrate them into your business so that you can learn more, do more, and grow on the platform. If you haven't watched an agent orientation recently, I would say take a look at it. We change things all the time. We have new programs that we roll out all the time. We have new tools, skills, resources, and we have new people teaching things all the time. So they're going to give you the most current, up-to-date, all things Sampson at those agent orientations. Also coming up, we talked about the agent orientation. We have a Cardinal Title Roundtable in Chantilly. That's going to be next week. It's Monday, 12 to 1:30. It's going to be great. It's going to be here in our Chantilly office here at headquarters. So if you have not seen that yet and you'd like to come by for that class, feel free. We're also going to stream it virtually on the Nest, so you'll be able to see it. Again, the Cardinal calendar on the Nest has all these classes, and some of them require RSVP, so just make sure you do that if they require that. We have Print Marketing 101 also on Monday. That is with Thomas. He's going to be teaching that. The link is on the Nest. It is virtual. Brunching with the Broker in our NOMA DC office on Tuesday. We have Skyslope training on Tuesday, as well as best one-liners. I might have to find out a little bit more about those best one-liners. I like one-liners. We'll see how they go, probably in sales. We'll check that out. Sales meeting on Wednesday in our Stafford office. Again, we have the Stafford Lunch and Learn that we talked about at St. Augustine right behind that. That is an RSVP. So again, for those agent friends that you have that are not yet with Sampson but could benefit from all of our resources, invite them. We have Talking Social with Brittany. We have the Mastermind 2 to 5 million. Hey guys, listen, if you have not gotten in those masterminds, jump in. We have a private mastermind group with our top performers of the company. 197 people were invited. We already have 140 that have joined that mastermind group. We have 40 of them that regularly come and share mastermind ideas all the time. These are great groups to share information. You only have the information for the one deal you're doing right now or the 5 deals you've done in the last 3 months. You don't necessarily have all the information for everything that's going on around you. So those masterminds are great because you're sharing experiences, you're sharing what ifs, you're sharing how-tos, and it's really a great idea to get in there with people that are in your same production zone, that know exactly what you're going through right now, and working together, that tide raises all ships. So I can't encourage you enough to jump in on those virtual masterminds just to share information and learn. You don't need to talk it all to death, just learn and learn from other people so that you can figure out how to grow your business. Again, we talked about that marketing day, and then Lynn does her Thursdays Q&A between 11 and 12. She does that virtually, links on the Nest, and you can get in with that. And that's all questions. She will answer any questions that day, and it generates great discussion. Lake Ridge is having a chili cook-off. Krista Napoli, I want to be a judge. They're having a chili cook-off on Thursday. A great class you should plan on sitting in. Real estate's a team sport. I've always said real estate's an action sport, right? So Samra Qureshi with One Street is going to come in and do that class. It's in person or virtual on the Nest. He's going to come in and teach that class on the 16th. Waldorf's orientation. Our great agent in Lake Ridge, Pat Sowers, is doing a class, How to Get and Keep Clients. What a great class to teach. Thanks, Pat, for teaching that. And he's doing that in the evening for all those dual career people out there as well, or if you're busy during the day, schedule that 6 to 7, bring you some dinner and sit down and learn from Pat. He's great at that. On Friday, we have our contract training for GCAR in Montgomery County that typically rotates every Friday. It's virtual, the link's on the Nest. And then we have our Friday update with First Heritage coming up right after that. All right, Friday the 17th, we also have Skyslope Q&A with Stephanie. Listen, don't wait until you have a contract or you need to write a contract or you have a potential listing to find out how to use Skyslope. Make sure that you're in her workshops, that you've watched her classes, and ask her any questions that you might have. Please run through a couple of practices before you actually have to do the right thing, because if you wait till the last minute and you're writing a contract, inevitably it is going to be at 7 o'clock on a Friday night or it's going to be at 5 o'clock on a Saturday night. And we may not have staff available to answer your question, and your mentor might not be available to answer that question for you. So make sure you know how to use that system, you know how it works, you know how to use those forms before you ever need them. And then, St. Patrick's Day and Persian New Year in McLean. That's a lot of celebrating with a happy hour potluck on the 17th in the afternoon. If you're around, stop by there. And then, of course, our dual career mastermind on Saturday for those of you that have the regular jobs during the week. Please jump in and take advantage of all those trainings. We have a ton of trainings on the Cardinal Nest, all the stuff that we add new, and we add stuff every week, you guys. Check out the Cardinal Nest, take a look at the classes, see what's virtual, see what works near you, see what's streaming, bookmark it. A lot of the stuff we put back up in Sampson University for you to watch later. We know we offer a lot, and we get feedback that, hey, you've offered this class, and it's overlapping, and I can't be at two places at the same time. Figure out which one that you can attend in person, figure out the other one you can watch later. We try to put as much as we can up in Sampson University for you, and the guys are really doing a great job pumping those trainings out for you right now to get them up there for you to watch. A huge thank you guys, for all that you do in support of Cardinal Title. We could not do the things that we do. We could not roll out the resources and tools and training and people without your support at Cardinal Title. I know we say this, but I don't want you to ever feel like we take it for granted, because we cannot thank you enough for all the deals and all the support you give them and pouring back into us so that we can pour back into you. Thank you to First Heritage for always being in our offices, for always, for supporting them as they support you. And you guys are amazing. We've shown you those graphs. We've shown you how you've grown. We've talked about our agents that are coming out of the woodwork. We just talked to Casey the other day. He's going to do some more classes for us in the coming month. Different classes to pour into the agents. We can't thank you enough on how amazing all of you guys are to give back to our fellow agents at Sampson. It's been amazing to me over the last 5+ years. Previous brokerage firms, people were, you can't see what I'm going to do because you might do it better than me. And when you get here, that personality just doesn't exist. We are all pouring into each other. Everybody's helping each other to grow and be more successful, and I could not be more amazed at all the wonderful people we have in this company. So thank you for all of that. Well, I thank you guys. This is going to wrap up our weekend update. So we hope that Donnie has a wonderful time with his deserved R&R, and I hope you have a wonderful week coming up, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much for everything you do. Bye-bye.